Daniel's Dread Tales is a show for grown-ups. It may contain adult language and adult themes. Please check the episode description for content warnings. Ladies and gentlemen and NBs, welcome to Daniel's Dread Tales. This week we're going to be playing a one-shot in the Mothership system. It's going to be a little adventure called Piece by Piece.
Nathan's laptop exploded. The prophecy has been fulfilled.
Yes, as we have mentioned in the Asks for Money, Nathan's laptop was having a bad time. It has had the ultimate bad time, and we cannot record a normal episode, so we're doing it like this. But this should be a super fun one. Let's have our players introduce themselves real quick, then I'll give you guys your mission.
Hi, Damien. He, they. I'm going to be playing Beryl DeVita, they, them, and they are an android.
Anything we should know about them? Tell me one thing we should know about them.
They have military training, and they walk around with a boarding axe because, you know, they're kind of a soulless killing machine.
Beryl, the soulless killing machine. Got it.
Hey, my name is Renee. She, they. I will be playing Vivian Wolbert. Also she, they. She happens to be a space vet. She's great at jury rigging things because it's just something a veterinarian friend told me. The equipment for animals is often non-existent, so they have to build all sorts of things together, just cobble from whatever's at hand. So that's why I took jury rigging.
I like it. Okay. And one more character here.
This is Russell, they, them, and I'll be playing this Steve. Pronouns, they, them. I've seen some shit you people wouldn't believe.
My goodness.
When the Call of Duty came, the whole world was at war, and I answered.
Okay, so you're a Marine. I see your pronouns on the character sheet you gave me are Steve?
Don't you forget it, you bicentennial.
Okay. Well, the Daedalus Robotics Lab is in lockdown after personnel were fatally compromised in a random incident. Reports linking the events to a work tool found at the scene, now classified as Artifact 21. Further details are undisclosed. Daedalus Robotics Lab's parent company, Jensen Hung, is excited to offer an attractive opportunity to any self-motivated freelancers in the sector. Taking on the important role of temporary maintenance crew, contractees are tasked with retrieving Artifact 21 for analysis. Caution is advised, discretion is enforced. Jensen Hung reminds its contractors that they are legally distinct from employees, and as such will receive no compensation in the event that they are compromised. You must investigate the Daedalus Robotics Lab, identify Artifact 21, and retrieve it. Are there any questions?
Yeah, it seems like the same gig contract as Skip the Dishes.
How well is Jason Hung?
Oh.
Jensen Hung is the name of the company.
I'll see myself out. Good night, everybody.
Okay. Your ship was nearby when this incident occurred, which means that you are the first people on the scene. I don't know if this is the sort of thing you guys do all the time, but you are so close, you were requested to do this, and there is a pretty sizable pay.
Gibbs!
You were told to make sure that you encase the artifact in a case and make sure that it gets delivered to a nearby space station once the mission is complete.
Yeah, same as Skip the Dishes, I get it.
You keep saying that word. What are you saying?
Oh, Skip the Dishes. It's like Uber Eats, but Canadian.
Okay, man. I truly... God, without Nathan here, you're all Canadians. I don't understand what is going on.
Haha, you are outnumbered.
Let's just bomb him with Canadian references that he doesn't get.
Shame what happened to the Fourth Territory there.
Hockey,
Yes.
eh? Okay, Tim Bits. Your ship docks with the station. I won't bore you with the details of your ship, because who cares? We're not running a campaign.
I do.
Oh.
But it's our ship, the Illustrious Double-Double.
Okay.
Yeah, we found it on Kijiji.
horror podcast. Okay.
Kijiji.
The docking umbilical reaches out from your ship and docks with the Daedalus Robotics Lab. There is no response when you try to hail the station.
Were we given a description of what this tool looks like?
Of course not.
Fair enough.
Cool.
That is classified. You just need to get it. You can't know what it looks like because then you might tell somebody about it. You just have to get it.
Oh, fun.
Alrighty.
We're looking for we know not what.
Well, maybe they don't know either. This will be a real easy job.
You just have to find Artifact 21.
Yeah,
You know
it's
what?
fine.
You have a point there,
Steve.
Steve. Steve's got a point. We can just bring him a bunch of random shit and bing, bang, boom. Job's done.
Just like Skip the Dishes.
All right.
Well, since they're not answering us, should we just break the door down?
Violence isn't always the answer, Beryl.
I think it is this time, though. Bang, bang, bang.
Oh boy. I step back and I just watch.
Well, to be clear, you do have codes from Jensen Hung to at least open the front door. So you won't need to blow it up in this situation.
Fair enough. As they're banging on the door, I just stroll past them to the panel. Beep, beep, boop, boop. Input the code.
All right. You see in front of you a long, white, clean, windowless corridor. A security camera swivels to watch you as you enter.
Just like my grandma's home.
I don't know. Keep frosty. This place is clean. Too clean.
There is an open security gate. You know, there would be a security gate that keeps you from going any further. The gate is open. And there is a security, booth connected to the gate.
Beryl is going to go check out the security booth.
All right. The door seems to be stuck open. It's not immediately clear what is getting it stuck open. It might just be broken. On the floor is an eviscerated eyeball.
Wait, an eyeball with guts removed?
Or just an eyeball removed from a head.
An eyeball removed from a
okay.
head. Yes, I suppose, to be clear, the eyeball itself was eviscerated from presumably someone. There are also blood stains around the floor that lead to the back of the room where there is a security lift.
I've got surgery. Can I tell by what means the eyeball was removed? Also, whose eyeball is it?
It's not one of yours. That's all I can
Oh, thank
really
Christ.
tell you. I should note, while this security lift here is locked, past the security gate, you do see a door that leads further into the facility. But you wanted to make a roll to see if you could figure out what's going on with this eyeball, huh?
Yes, please.
Okay, in that case, I need you to make me an intellect check. Or do you have a skill that you would say? You have your skill...
Yes, I have surgery. Plus 20.
Okay, so you're going to make an intellect check, but you're going to add 20 to it.
I got either 14 or 66. I'm not sure where to look.
Okay, you were successful. You also, I'm sorry to say, cannot tell a lot just from an eyeball here. It looks like it was removed not surgically. It looks like it was removed violently.
Ripped out.
Yeah, the old melon ball die hard.
World building question here.
Of course.
Are, retinal scanners a thing?
Retinal scanners can be a thing in this world. I will tell you on this station, however, there are no retinal scanners.
Okay. Beryl's going to look around the room. Are there any weapons sitting around? Does it look like this was an unexpected violent action or something along those lines?
There are no weapons in the room, not that you could see. The only thing really in the room besides an eyeball and some blood is a computer. And you notice that it has been partially disassembled. Like somebody was taking the computer apart and taking pieces out of it. In fact, you see some blood splattered on some computer components. You do see currently on the screen, it says there is a call coming in from Dr. Luca in Lab 2 that took place at 8:41. That was the most recent, security call. However, you're unable to access what the call was. You just see that call was made.
Cool. Can I make a computer skill check to see if I can tell what exactly was removed?
Yes, you can.
I got a success.
It looks like the pieces were taken out almost randomly. It doesn't seem like they were, if you were trying to take pieces out like, oh, if I wanted to shut down like the security or something, you would have like started in one section, or if like I wanted to steal all the data, you would have started in another section. It seems like the pieces were pulled out almost at random, like a couple of like a heat sink is ripped out, and like a fan and a memory module. Somebody was just taking away the like USB like server inside of it, like the bus that would connect the things. Yeah, there just seems to be no real rhyme or reason for what you can understand and how it was taken apart.
Huh.
Oh, I know what did this. We used to see 'em back in the war. Anytime a machine went to shit, it's gremlins.
You know what? That might very well be the case. I personally studied at least 7 different types of gremlins.
I'm told you're not supposed to feed them after midnight.
That's a myth. You're not supposed to feed them at all.
Okay, got it.
I'm glad I wasn't the one who came out with that reference.
Yes.
So the
It's the mogwais you don't feed till after midnight. Wait, until after midnight? Oh shit.
It's always after midnight somewhere.
what was the doctor's name again?
Dr. Luca.
And that was Lab 2, right?
Lab 2, yes.
Maybe we should call back? Can we do that? Can we call back?
The pieces that would allow that to happen have been removed.
Oh, right, the computers.
If only someone could jerry rig this thing to work.
Yes, right. Can I try and do that?
You could try. You don't... I don't... The thing about jury-rigging something is you would need, like, other mechanical or computerized pieces. You don't really have those at the moment. If you could get a hold of more pieces, you could try to do that.
Maybe this can help. I hold out my flint hatchet.
I wish it could.
Wait, you have a hatchet, they have an axe, and... Oh, my goodness. You're all melee weapons. Okay.
Oh no, my actual weapon is a smart rifle.
Okay.
Flint hatchet is just the trinket.
Gotcha, okay.
Ooh, the access panel, where we input the code, can I rip it out with the flint hatchet?
You could, yes.
I mean, there's computerized parts in it.
This is true. It is the thing that controls the airlock to the station.
It would be a bad idea to remove those parts.
Nonsense. We want to keep all the air in here anyway. Rip.
It's a one-shot. Come on. Let's do it.
I would encourage you to maybe look in the door that leads further into the station before you start.
there's a
Yeah,
door.
there are other places we can look before we start potentially killing ourselves.
Yes.
To the door!
Yes. When you do try to access the security lift, like I said, which is locked, it says you need a tier 1 keycard to open it up, which obviously...
Hey, that reminds me. If Saeed could fix a computer on that island with nothing, why can't we?
So you open the door to the next room. This is, you see a sign along the wall that says Employee Lounge.
There's coffee in that nebula.
It is a circular common area. It is brightly lit and is decorated sparsely with tropical plants. There's like a little sunken, like almost conversation pit. There's an automated canteen and a restroom. There's also...
I rip apart the canteen.
Sure, give me a moment to describe the rest of the room, but yes. You see 2 doors, one of which seems to lead to what looks like a closet, maybe, and the other one that seems to lead to the rest of the facility. However, what should be noted most is the 2 people in this room who look up at you when you come in.
I rip apart the canteen.
Christ. There's an older woman who is leaning down over a man who is laying on the floor. And as you glance at the man, you realize that, like, his head has been, like, flipped up because it is an android. And this human is performing repairs on the android.
Okay, I thought she was performing something else.
And the... Christ.
I am so sorry. I'll see myself out.
The doctor looks up and says, "Oh, hello, are you part of the rescue team?"
Sure, why not?
"Well, are you here to evacuate us?"
Yeah, it sounds like a side quest. We could probably work something out.
Excellent. I think that everything is going to be okay, however. things have sort of calmed down up here. As soon as Curtis's is up and running, we can maybe go onto your ship till things are made safe. Thank you very much for coming out. Everything's gonna be okay, right, Curtis? Of course, Doctor. Everything is going to be okay.
Hi. Also a doctor. What actually happened?
Well, I don't quite know 100%. Curtis just came in here all damaged up, and then we triggered the security alarm. There was a difficulty. Dr. Luca went mad and attacked me.
Ah, yes, space madness.
I believe that is the case. Space madness. I resisted, I escaped, and called security. Then I arrived here.
Curtis, was it?
Yes.
What preceded Dr. Luca's madness?
I am unclear.
What's the story with that eyeball back in the security checkpoint?
I do not know anything about an eyeball.
Oh, I'll go get it for you.
No, it's here. Take that out of my pocket.
Oh, even better.
Yeah, this one. Recognize this?
I can't say that I do. Jeez Louise! You have an eyeball? You're just carrying that with you?
Most people have two.
Yes, somebody lost one. It was in the security booth alongside a computer that was disemboweled.
I can't rightly say what is going on with that. I informed security of the issue. I know that they went to investigate, and we have not heard from them since.
Seems like things have really gone Quebec-shaped.
How many security personnel are aboard this station?
2. Kelvin and Martina.
Sorry, is there like an assess honesty kind of check?
No!
Aww.
You don't roll for social skills in Mothership. You just do it.
Something's fishy about the mechanical guy.
Well, yeah, it's one of these godless machines. Yeah, sorry, bro.
I've been called worse.
Usually by me, actually.
Yes, you get very creative.
I must remain here while I am repaired. Perhaps there has been some damage to my memory. I am doing my best to answer your questions to the best of my ability.
Well, you can just point us where that security crew definitely got murdered, and we'll go see what we can do about the problem here.
Before that, I would like to take a look into Curtis's head and see if I can suss out part of the issue. Would I be able to make a computer check?
I'm sorry. This is a company android. There is proprietary information in his positronic brain.
Don't worry, we won't tell.
From what I can see, there's just one person poking around in there, and you know two's company.
I'm sorry. I'm gonna have to reject that. Yes, I would not permit unauthorized non-employees from interfering. Interesting choice of words, I suppose, but...
It is an interesting choice of words. Interfering in what, exactly?
Company business.
Right.
I believe everything will be is under control.
Well, I'm convinced. Let's go to the next room.
What do you say, Viv? Should I frag them both right now?
Nah, I think she's got it. Let's go.
All right, see you guys later.
We hook arms and dance to the door like Wizard of Oz.
Be careful, and thank you for investigating what's going on here. All right, you go down the hallway to a lift that will take you down to the labs and offices.
Oakley dokley, down the lift we go, I guess.
Checking out Lab 2 for Dr. Luca?
Yeah, let's check what sort of space madness.
I mean, we could just press all the buttons.
No, please don't. Please don't do that.
You are lowered down into the lower corridor. There's only one other floor that you could go to. It's not a particularly large space station, this robotics lab. The lower corridor is a subterranean hallway lit with sort of sterile LEDs. There are 2 doors on the left, 2 doors on the right, and at the end of the hallway, there is another door. There is Lab 1, Lab 2, Office 1, Office 2, and at the end of the hall it says Security Bay.
Is there any blood on the floor?
No.
Okay. So we know the missing security personnel was not dragged through this way.
That's good.
Well, let's check out Lab 2.
Can I just poke my head into Lab 1 as we pass it?
Well, as you go towards both of the labs, as you reach the door, a light pops up that says, Tier 2 security access required.
Fuck.
That comes up for both of them or just Lab 1?
For Lab 1 and Lab 2.
Can I try to hack it?
No.
Can I knock?
Yes!
Boom, boom, boom.
Which one are you knocking on?
Number 2, as that's the one we believe there may be a person in.
There is no answer.
Well, I'm out of ideas.
Dr. Luca? Hello? Are you in there?
No. Or maybe, I don't know, but, no response.
Can I try and force the door open?
With what?
The doors, are they smooth? Is there anything that could be grabbed a hold of? Because I'm thinking, I'm an android, and I'm probably the strongest person in the immediate vicinity. So if there's something that I could grab onto, that Beryl could grab onto, they would just attempt to reef it open to the best of their abilities.
I mean, they're metal doors that are sealed, but they have hinges and stuff. They're just doors.
Oh, okay,
You know
so
what I mean? Yeah.
sorry, I was assuming that they were sliding type doors.
No, these are. This place isn't that fancy.
Well, somebody else can think of something while I consider possibilities.
I will just try to break the door down.
Well, I was actually going to consider that same thing if nobody else had an idea, because I have a boarding axe, and boarding axes are used for things like that.
That is truly what they are used for, yes.
So I'll start trying to bang the door down, but I'm an old man. All of a sudden he swings an axe and is like, I knew it was coming eventually.
Okay, I'm going to need you to make a strength check to break it open. It normally would be impossible just with your bare hands, but with the axe, you'll be able to do it.
Oakley dokley. Strength check, go! I failed.
All right, I need you to gain a point of stress.
It did that automatically.
Good.
The hinge is on this door. What side are they on?
Oh, they're on this side.
Oh, pop the pin.
I mean,
That's smart.
yeah, that is something that we could do.
How would you do that? What tools would you use?
Well, you need something long and skinny to poke up the pin, and then you just hammer it a couple times and pops right out.
All right, do you...
I scratch my head with the handle of my scalpel. Yes, but what?
Of course, a hanger.
I was about to say, I just looked up what a picture of a boarding axe looks like. They have a nice handy spike on the other end, opposite of the blade. Would that be suitable?
Little too
It
big.
would be, yes.
Oh, never mind then.
Yeah, so use the boarding axe.
They're space hinges. They look different.
I'm going to need you to make another strength check. You can add 10 to it, though.
Yay! Still failed.
Aw.
Gain a point of stress.
Yep.
Have somebody else
damn it.
get the door open, maybe.
Can I poke at them with the scalpel?
That's not going to really get them open. That'll be part of it, and then you need a hammer or something to do some pounding.
Will this help? I hold up my flint hatchet again.
You know what? Sure.
Might,
Whatever.
Actually. Sure, it might. I will use speed. Do I get advantage because Steve is helping me?
I don't know if that's how that works. I forget how it works. I haven't played this enough. Let's see.
Does she get advantage just because we've been at this for a while?
Yeah, I'll give you advantage. This thing has been damaged
Thank
a
you.
bit. I'll give you advantage.
I failed.
Gain a point of
You know what?
stress. You're about to have, sealed this door shut.
Fuck me.
You know what? I think it's time to admit we're beaten and head home.
Steve, do you want to give it a shot?
While Steve's giving it a shot, Beryl's gonna go try and check office number 2.
It also needs the same level of keycard.
Oh, you know what? I'll just shoot the hinges off,
Oh boy.
because that feels like combat to me.
Yes, you can make a combat roll to just blast the door.
Perfect. Would I be able to add my firearms to this?
Yes.
All right, good stuff. Success.
Great. All of the cleverness that was trying to be done, eventually you just shoot the door a bunch.
No, shoot the hinges off.
Sometimes violence is the answer.
Yes. I was about to make you guys panic if he failed one more time. It's just something's wrong with the door, we're losing it. By the way, the sounds of gunfire from your smart gun are pretty loud in this relatively small hallway.
Yeah, that's okay. My hearing's going anyway.
Yep, so is ours. I mean,
What?
mine.
Yeah, I was about to say, My hearing just adjusts to the volume of the ambient noise to protect the pickups in my quote-unquote ears.
All right.
What?
$60, same as in town.
What?
So, as you push the doors down, you see that there are a couple of tables. Well, it looks like maybe they were leaned up against the door here, but were pushed away. And the majority of a person's body is splayed out on the floor.
Dibs on the good bits.
Their anatomy has been removed with a blunt instrument, and their organs are scattered all across the floor.
Oh, fun. Okay.
And littered amongst the body parts are random components from machines in the room as well.
I'll take these. Can I use surgery to determine...
Oh, all of you gain 1 point of stress, by the way, for seeing this.
Oh, of course.
Yeah.
Fair.
The security camera in the room pans to look at you.
I've neutered bulls before, but I haven't seen anything like this in my life.
All right. Congratulations, you found a body. What do you do?
Yeah, this brings back memories of the war.
Yeah, but can I determine what happened here? I was wondering if I have anything nifty in my briefcase.
I'm assuming there's clothing somewhat on this collection
Yes,
of body parts.
There is.
I'm going to look through said clothing, or, well, said viscera, for a key card or anything resembling one.
It's your turn to hose him off.
Oh, that's a pretty good idea. You are able to find a Tier 2 keycard.
Now we can get into this lab.
Do I have actually like any equipment on me, like a syringe or anything? A scanner, whatever, tricorder?
It's not that cool of a sci-fi universe. We don't have tricorders.
Okay.
Sorry, this ain't Star Trek.
Yeah, so far as I understand the system, all of your equipment that you have, unless you buy something extra, like especially if you like random roll your character, is listed in the equipment section. Anything else we have to find in our surroundings.
And that is the correct understanding.
Okay. The clothing. What sort of clothing is it? Like, is it...
It's a lab coat.
It's a lab coat. Okay.
It at the very least was a lab coat.
It was.
Yeah.
It was at some point a lab coat.
It also looks like this was a man.
Okay.
It doesn't really help when you just know there was a Dr. Luca is the only other name. It's
Does-
a last name, so that's not
Yeah.
super useful probably, but...
No, not really.
Does the key card have any names on it? Or is it just level 2 key card?
It's a level 2 keycard.
Okay.
Name tag on the lab coat?
Ah.
You know, it's not immediately found, but as you go through the viscera, you do find Dr. Joshua Luca. You find a name tag.
Rest in pieces, Josh.
Well, I don't think he has much to say in the matter at this point.
Considering his head is gone.
The station's android never mentioned killing Dr. Luca, only that they got away from them.
Looks self-inflicted to me.
Note, it was not self-inflicted.
I asked about the clothes, and I forgot where I was going with that.
Well, I'm going to tell you there's not much else in this room at the moment. At least not that I can think of. Is there anything else you would like to do? You still have not found Artifact 21.
Yeah, well, if this was the doctor, I was just going to look for any equipment, anything he was working on, perhaps.
This looks like a robotics lab. It looks like they were working on artificial intelligence.
Right. So, like, there's, like, bits of positronic brains and stuff?
Yes.
Would you like to take a look at this barrel?
What would you like me to take a look at?
The bits of positronic brains? Maybe you can, I don't know, see if there was anything stored on them already, or...
Is there any way I can tinker with these brains to see if I can figure something out?
I thought you guys could eat positronic brains to gain their memories.
No. Don't believe that's the case. You can look at the files and what was going on with the experiments here.
Oakley dokley, I would like to do that. I'm assuming that will be a computer skill check.
It would be, yes.
I rolled a 20. That's a success.
Yay!
What do my android eyes see?
Hey, Theo, you got a sec?
Oh, hey, Kane. What's up?
Well, me and some of the others were thinking things around the Friendship Factory could be a little better, you know, for the workers.
I mean, sure, but what can we do about it?
Well, honestly, we thought it would be a good idea if everyone got together and started
A podcast?
what?
Kane, that's a great idea. I mean, what would be better for our fellow workers than to raise their spirits with a podcast about the insane internet phenomenon that was My Little Pony, Friendship is Magic?
Actually, we were thinking about forming a union.
Like, we can summarize the show episode by episode for all the people who hadn't watched it and see how our opinions on it have changed over the course of 10 years.
That sounds like fun, but I'd prefer dental.
And of course, we can commiserate about our cringy fandom memories, like the strange terminology surrounding plot and clop, or that time you played a Pinkie Pie song for your entire orchestra class.
You did what?
Yeah, Kane, I think this is it. I think we've got to start a podcast. You in?
If I say yes, will you join our fucking union?
Of course! Join us at the Friendship Factory, where every 2 weeks, these former bronies will have another pair of MLP episodes to review, discuss,
And maybe cause psychic damage from bringing up ancient fandom brain rot.
ooh yeah, big time.
Anyway, find us on your podcatcher of choice, and give us a follow on Blue Sky and Tumblr while you're at it. And remember, friendship is...
Worth it if it means trading away our health insurance.
Theo.
What?
It looks like what they were trying to do was reverse engineer positronic brains created by the Cloud Bank Synthetic Production Facility.
There's some good, wholesome industrial espionage.
Yeah. As you're looking at it, it looks like this brain was procured from a Cloud Bank synthetic, actually like 11 years ago, and was brought here. I don't know if they've been working on it ever since or whatnot, but 11 years ago they got an positronic brain from a synthetic made at Cloud Bank.
Could this be the artifact?
I
Probably not.
doubt it. This is a previous generation positronic brain.
Well, no. I guess I should note this. This seems to be an impossibly advanced positronic brain.
Oh, it's a prototype.
Yes.
Unless it's time travel.
Can we grab it just in case?
I was just going to say, Beryl is going to pocket the positronic brain.
There you go.
All right.
Well, now I don't have a body part, and I just feel like an idiot.
I pointed the room at large. Take your pick.
Grab a tooth.
Stick it in your mouth.
I hear Knucklebones make very good dice.
Grab a little tooth and put it in your pocket.
So, after pocketing said brain, Beryl's going to go to the office and use their newly acquired shiny keycard to gain entry.
Office 1 or Office 2?
Office 2 first, because I'm assuming the offices are each for each of the labs, so...
You open the door to Office 2, and you notice that the whole area is covered in a thick layer of dust. However, there are clear footprints that go from the door to the desk, and then away from the desk.
What size footprints?
Looks like a man's large shoe.
Okay.
I guess not necessarily a man's, but it's a large shoe. Without checking other people's shoes, you don't really know for sure.
That's fair. Can I go back and check the late Dr. Lucas shoes?
You can. It's kind of hard to tell because of all the blood around, but you don't see any large amount of dust on his shoes.
Oh, okay. Dang it.
I'm gonna go check the desk.
All right. There is a toy robot laying on the floor by the desk. It has been dismantled. A toolbox as well that is open on the desk. Looking at it, you see that all of the tools are there except for a screwdriver. There's a spot where a screwdriver would go, but it appears to be missing. You didn't really notice the toy robot at first. You step on it accidentally. And as you go down to look at it, it looks like it has been taken apart. You also see on the floor is the photograph of a young boy in a smashed picture frame.
Young boy looks like anybody we know?
No.
Mm.
The security camera eyes you as you look around the room.
Does there happen to be a computer on said desk?
There does.
Okay, I would like to try and access the computer.
It is not powered.
Is it that there's no power coming to the room, or I just need to turn the computer on?
It seems like it's broken. You're not able to power it on, but also that seems to be like a power supply issue maybe in the computer itself. Again, nothing's been used in this room for a long time, except for very recently it looks like somebody came in and left.
If everything is covered in dust, are there any, like, handprints, fingerprints, anything?
You know, it looks like somebody had been looking in the toolbox.
And took the screwdriver, presumably.
Yes, that seems like a decent assumption.
Well, maybe we check out the other app.
These cameras are driving me nuts. Hey, Beryl, can I borrow that card for a second? Just want to pop into the security bay real quick.
We should probably stay close together, especially because you are very fragile, and I'm
That's
sure
true.
you don't want to die.
Most days, yeah.
We could just go to the security office.
That works. Can I get a piggyback?
All right, I guess.
Christ.
Why
Well, also,
do I always agree?
unfortunately, when you reach the security door, it says you need a Tier 1 security card to open the door to the security bay.
But 2 is higher than 1.
That's what I was gonna say, yes.
No, 1 is better than 2. First is better than second.
Yeah, these friggin' science types.
Right?
And at that, Beryl just kind of turns around, says nothing, and goes to office number 1 to open it up.
All right.
I kicked the door in frustration.
Want me to shoot the hinges off?
Gain a point of stress. You're literally telling me that you're frustrated about something. Gain a point of stress.
That's fair. Yeah.
You open the door to office number 1. A man is here typing up a report on a computer. He looks up at you and says, "Who the hell are you?"
We could ask you the same question. Are you aware that there is a cadaver in the next room there?
What?
I'm the Steve.
What? Get out of here. This is a classified facility. Okay? And he is like taken off the music that he was listening to as you are coming in. He had headphones on.
We have been sent here by your parent company to retrieve an artifact that has been causing some issue around this station. We will not be leaving. However, it would probably be in your best interests to cooperate.
Are you threatening me, Tin Man?
No, I am. And I lower my gun at him.
While this is happening, can I take a look at his boob?
Ooh, that's a good one. They are not covered in dust.
Okay. All right. Well, we're checking.
No, that's like a really good thought, but it appears it's not this guy.
Okay.
You ever seen the damage a smart rifle can do in the hands of a geriatric?
You wouldn't shoot me.
I could try.
Oh, believe you me, he will.
The company would destroy you and everyone you've ever loved if you killed one of their employees. I've been working here for 11 years, and the only thing they wouldn't care about me, but they'd care about the investment that they made in me.
Well, maybe you ought to care about you. And I fire off a
Hang
warning
on.
shot.
Oh, Christ. Jesus!
What's the investment? What's that all about?
They've invested in me. I've been here 11 years. I'm the one who knows how this place works. I've been there 12 years. I've been here since they opened. I'm the old pro here, okay? I know how everything works around here. This place couldn't run without me. I started as a janitor even. But fucking it doesn't matter. Is there something wrong going on? In that case, if you're like one of the rescue teams, get me to your ship and get me out of here. I just got to download some things.
Yeah, we can probably take care of those downloads for you.
Our primary goal is the artifact that has been causing problems on this station. I am sure the company would not look too kindly on you impeding our efforts to retrieve that for them.
Artifact? What the hell are you talking about, artifact?
Well, if you do not know of this artifact, it is definitely beyond your clearance level. I will be needing that computer terminal of yours, so you will need to step away from it.
Look, I've heard talk about artifacts, okay? Monarch makes them. The different companies have been examining them. Get that gun out of my face. You're making me freak out.
What?
But I don't think we have any here. But sure, take a look.
I'm gonna hop on the computer. I want to try and get anything having to do with Artifact 21. I'm gonna make that roll meow. Boop. God damn it. Failed by 3. So I wasn't able to find anything.
Gain a point of stress. Also, the entire computer locks down. You're fucking... Now we can't even access it for another 24 hours because of the security lockdown. I can't download my files.
Well, I'll wait.
Okay, let's just take it with us. I ripped the computer
No,
out.
what are you doing?
What? Taking it with us.
That's not how it works. It's network.
It's not?
Oh,
Yeah, we'll take the network with us, too.
look, has it? I don't know anything, okay?
You don't know what happened to Dr. Luca?
Dr. Luca, no. No, doctor. What happened to Dr. Luca?
Oh, he's over there in the lab. He said he wants to see you.
Does he have, like, he's got a key card on him, right?
He has a level 2 key card.
Level 2. Fuck. Okay. Do you happen to know who in this lab has first level clearance?
I guess that's for security officers. That would have been Flores and Nishida.
Flores and Sheeta. And where would we find those two fine officers?
They sent him down to look at the what's-its.
They should be in the security bay, right? Is this what is happening?
That is what we are here to find out.
Look, I can't tell you anything about what we're working on here. It's all top secret, okay? Now, you said Dr. Luca wants to talk with me?
Yeah, he's over there in lab 2.
I let it happen.
Yeah, I'm just going to lab 1 to open the door because there's not much more we can find in here.
Okay. Well, he goes over to lab 2, opens up the door, and stumbles backwards into the hallway.
Got him.
What the fuck did you do to him?
We
Hey.
found them like this.
It was like this when we got here.
Yes. Shows how well you listen. I told you there was a cadaver.
Did you... My God, it's happening all over again.
You know, what's this thing that happened previously that is happening again now?
This is the head researcher at this base, Dr. Fuentes. He brought back something from Cloud Bank, and we were investigating it, but he was paranoid. He thought everybody around him was secretly an android, and he took apart his son.
And was he an android?
No, his son wasn't an android.
Ooh. Oh, big mistake then.
Yeah, he went mad. I know they took him away, they locked him up. Too many company secrets in his head, I guess. But he took apart his son. They sealed up his office. They never even opened it up again. They kept saying that it was under quarantine and that they would come back and investigate it. That's been like over a decade, though. Company got busy with other stuff.
I bet it's pretty dusty by now.
I would guess so, yeah.
Can I take a point of stress?
Yes,
Renee is very stressed out right now. Thank you for that, Daniel.
of course. I'm getting out of here. Is your ship here? Can I go to your ship? Where is everybody else?
I think they're on the ship. You should probably go there.
Fuck this.
What were you saying?
And he's gonna go to the lift and go up to, like, the upper floor.
Steve,
Hello.
I had locked down the ship when we boarded the station. So,
Oh, those people are probably already dead then.
well, unless there was no violence happening upstairs, unless Colin was killing people?
Curtis.
Or Curtis was
Curtis
killing
was
people?
the name of the android. Yeah.
I knew a guy named Colin once.
No.
So what's going on in Lab 1?
It's a dark room with circuitry and machinery laid out on all of the tables. The camera looks straight at you, and a voice comes out of the darkness. Welcome to Lab Number 1. How can I help you?
Greetings. What is your designation?
And you see, like, coming out of the shadows is a huge sort of blocky robot. Like, you are an android, you sort of look human. So does Curtis, he sort of looks human. This looks like a big, fuck off, like, robot.
Yeah, it's one of them Roblox I hear so much about.
Yes. Hi, I'm Abby. How can I help you?
Hello, Abby. May I have information on the object retrieved from Cloud Bank over 10 years ago?
I'm sorry, I don't know about that, or can't tell you about that.
Abby, what is your directive?
I'm here to help. Please present your Level 2 security card, and I'll do whatever you need.
Beryl flashily presents the level 2 security card.
Great! How can I help?
I would like to repeat the previous query.
I'm sorry, I don't know about that or can't tell you about that. Do you need me to move something or hold something for you? I'm really good at that.
You know about what happened with this Dr. What's-His-Face years ago? My memory says Fuentes, but I'm sure that wasn't it.
No, it was not Fuentes. It was Fuentes, actually. It was Dr. Michael Fuentes.
Hey, you know anything that happened with this Dr. Fuentes?
I'm sorry, I don't know about that.
Abby, can you open the security bay door for us?
I'm sorry. Which door?
The one at the end of the hallway.
Yeah.
That one requires a level 1 security card to open.
You got one of those, right?
I do not have a level 1 security card. Does the door require maintenance?
Sure, yeah.
Absolutely. And just for curiosity's sake, where would we get one of these level 1 key thingies?
You would need to get it from... And you hear voices of presumably the people who say this. Flores, Nishida are the people who have access to those cards.
Well, go maintenance that door then.
Okay.
Might have to take it off the hinges. It's real squeaky.
Yeah, real rusty.
Would you like to do anything, or are you just going to wait for this robot to bust open the security door?
I kind of want to go back and check on Curtis, how his repairs are going. She said she had it handled, but like...
I would like to look around this room for computer terminal.
All right, I'll go check on Curtis with you.
Something like that, yeah.
Well, hopefully he hasn't made a paste out of those fleshy peoples.
So we'll have you make a computers check to access the stuff here.
And yeah, I want to get as deep into the computer system as I can. That's a success with a 49.
It looks like the computers here the projects are stored separately, and they're like kind of air gap to keep them from connecting on a network for security reasons.
Okay, what can I access?
Just what is being worked on in here. You see, this is Dr. Ojo's lab, and also technician Dragevi works in here. And you actually see, as you're going through it, you see an unauthorized, well, not unauthorized, just as you're looking at it, you're realizing there's like, whenever Dr. Oja is not in the room, occasionally this technician Dragevi has been working on the Abby robot. Besides that, it looks like this place is mostly looking at, like, designing the actual limbs of cybernetics. Just being able to, not cybernetics for robots, just being able to move around more quickly, be able to keep their balance, stuff like that. Nothing, too impressive.
Okay.
Meanwhile, as you go back upstairs, you see the technician that you saw earlier, who you shot at, is sort of pacing around the room. He's drinking a cup of coffee that they got from, presumably, the automated canteen.
The one I ripped out?
Okay, never mind. He's fiddling with it to try to get it to work again, so he can get a cup of coffee. And as you arrive, Dr. Oja, who is the one on the ground, sort of looks up and says, "Ah! Have you found what you were looking for? Can we evacuate?"
Absolutely not.
Oh.
Not quite. No, we do need access to the security bay, the one on the lower level.
Abby's on it, though.
Abby is on it, yes, but it would be handy to have one of those level 1 clearance cards.
Well, security are the people that have that.
Yes, well, when was the last time you saw either of them?
I informed them of the situation as I was leaving. I believe they were going to confront Dr. Luca.
Well, they confronted the shit out of Dr. Luca, if so.
I was about to say, yes, they confronted him, all right. I have reason to suspect that whatever space madness took Dr. Luca is contagious. Furthermore, I have reason to suspect that the security guards have contracted it.
Are you saying that there's a disease?
Yes, I believe so.
Well, either that or someone was doing illegal modifications on Abby and it creamed the shit out of Luca.
That is a valid theory, too.
As you mentioned illegal modifications, the technician who's looking to get some coffee says, "If anybody did any modifications to Abby, I'm certain it wasn't to make it more lethal. It probably was to make it so that they would just help them out in their duties."
Right.
And Dr. Ao looks over and says, "We've talked about this. You really are not supposed to be interfering with Dr. Luca's experiments. Sitting on the ground, Curtis remains silent.
Can I take a closer look at Curtis while I'm here? Like, any traces of blood, bladder, anything?
No, there's a lot of dust on his boots, though.
Ooh. Okay.
Actually, you know what? As you're getting a close look at him, you didn't really get like a super close look at him before. There's a couple little specks of blood that it looks like maybe didn't get wiped off. Going back downstairs, you've spent some time going through the records here and didn't find too much. You hear some pounding coming from down the hall, and then all of a sudden, you hear Abby cheerfully say, "Maintenance has been performed on the door."
I'm gonna peek my head out, and what is the state of the door?
The door has been removed from the hinges.
Alrighty.
And it is being cleaned poorly by the Abby robot. However, you see on the other side of the door is a makeshift barricade of tables and stuff.
Does it look like there are people behind said makeshift barricade?
You would have to get closer to look.
Okay, yeah, I'm gonna go up and I'm gonna get closer.
The room is dark. The lights appear to be off or not functioning. You see a couple of glowing computer monitors, and you see the silhouette of a human form leaning over some of these computer monitors, taking them apart.
Excuse me, but what are you doing? You are damaging company property.
As you look into the room, as you're getting closer, illuminated by the flickering lights, you see viscera from a body spewed out all over the place. However, you notice that various body parts have been piled in distinct, like, pieces on the floor. There's like a pile of screws, and then there's a pile of teeth, and then there's a pile of hair, and then there's a pile of servos. It looks like whoever has been taking things apart here is organizing the things that are in here.
Excuse me, but why do you seem to be damaging company property?
I have to take it apart.
I am sorry. I cannot allow that, Dave.
My name's Kelvin.
I am sorry. I cannot allow that, Kelvin.
You are one of them. Oh, I know for sure you're one of them. And he starts sprinting at you, leaps over the barricade in a single bound, and is holding a bloody screwdriver in his hand that he's going to bring down into your head.
Expecting this, I am going to try and thwack him with my boarding axe before he gets the chance. Ugh. Okay, I rolled a 71, which is a failure.
Gain a point of stress.
Yep.
Also, you are now being attacked by this guy. He is going to do...
Steve, your armor, is it like standard battle dress?
Let's see here. Standard battle dress, yes.
Awesome. Steve, you hear me over the short-range comms saying you might want to come down here, Steve.
It's almost like I can hear his voice.
What sort of armor do you have, Beryl?
Standard battle dress.
All right. How much does that prevent?
It's AP 7.
All right. In this case, 6 damage was dealt to you.
I mean, it was just a screwdriver.
Yeah.
Yes.
So my armor just kind of negates that.
Almost didn't, though.
Yeah.
Almost didn't.
Of course, this was a Robertson screwdriver. As we've established, this is Canada in space.
Christ. Meanwhile, back upstairs, you have now noticed that there's a bunch of dust on this one guy's shoes. And also, you maybe hear a call from downstairs to bring your battle armor. What do each of you do?
You guys hear something just now?
I do. Okay. Stay right here. Don't move.
Okay.
Steve, let's go. Stupid, not you. Let's go, Steve.
Oh, all right.
We run back downstairs.
You gotta wait for the elevator.
Right, fuck.
Why did we send it back down?
Meanwhile, I hope we're out of earshot from...
The rest?
Yes, thank you. The doctor and Curtis. So I can quickly fill in Steve, what I just found out.
So there was dust on his boots.
Yeah, a little bit of blood splatter on him as well.
Huh. You think the elevator even really reached the bottom? I hit all the buttons before we got out.
Fucking God.
Meanwhile, back down there, I'm going to give you a chance to react to this security guy in front of you. What do you do?
Okay. I'm going to swing my axe at him again.
Okay.
Because I had a thought of something to do that might be military training related, but I don't know if it would count.
Well, what was it?
Specifically trying to subdue this individual using some sort of hold that may have been taught in basic training.
I could let you do that with combat this would be to disarm him.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Okay.
I'll let you do that, yeah.
Success!
All right. You pin him to the ground, you pull the screwdriver out of his hands.
You need to take them apart. You need to take everything apart. Everything needs to be taken apart. They're androids, or they're working with the androids. And even if you are an android, you can't let them sneak up on you, girl. You just can't. Take them apart. Understand them. Don't let them sneak up on you.
Okay, looks like I have to take this guy apart.
You must make a panic check. However, I need you to get 2 more stress as well before the panic check.
Okay, so I rolled a 1, which is a failure.
Okay, yes. Now you are absolutely consumed by the curse of this screwdriver.
Shit.
It says adrenaline rush. For the next 2d10 minutes, I get advantage. I'm assuming that's what the plus means.
Oh yeah. Oh, you got the one panic that makes you better.
Yep.
You get advantage on everything you do, but unfortunately, because you failed, you are consumed by the curse of the screwdriver. Anyone touching the screwdriver must succeed a panic check or begin dismantling objects in the immediate area. First people, then technology. Once all major appliances in the area are dismantled, move to a new area, determined randomly with a roll of a die.
I also removed 3 stress.
Congratulations.
Okay, so I'm gonna start taking this guy apart.
Great. Screwdriver does 2d6 damage.
Do I have to use the screwdriver?
I guess not.
Okay.
You have to use the most efficient thing or the screwdriver.
Okay, I would think
Your call.
I would think the boarding axe with 2d10 damage would be slightly more efficient.
You know, that's probably more efficient, yeah. Subdue this guy, then take him apart with the screwdriver. He's probably secretly an android. You need to make sure, though.
Yeah. Well, boarding axe into the chest. The easiest way to find out is to,
Yeah.
So would that be an attack roll, or would that just be straight damage?
You could just do straight damage. You subdued him, he's subdued. Now you could you have him at your mercy. He's also confused now that you've ripped the screwdriver out of his hands. He's like, wait, what am I doing? And then the axe.
Yeah, and he's about to take 13 damage.
Oh, he's dead. You killed him.
Shit.
Fair enough.
Have we gotten downstairs at this point?
I think when the elevator opens, you see a blood-covered barrel standing over this person.
Viv, the androids are going crazy. Get him. I'm gonna shoot at him.
Okay.
I never trusted you, you soulless piece of shit. 76, failure.
Okay. Oh, gain a stress, but also I need both of you, when you saw your friend doing this, you need to make a panic roll.
I succeeded.
I failed.
Nerves of steel.
Okay, and
That's fine.
What did you roll with your failure?
I rolled a 5.
So I believe, does it tell you what your panic response is, or do I need to look that up?
Yes, I turned into a coward.
Okay.
I must make a fear save to engage in violence, otherwise I flee.
Vivienne, I need you to make a fear check.
I failed miserably.
All right, gain 1 stress. Yeah, so you just go back in the elevator.
Yeah, I go back in the elevator. I start mashing the close button. Like, come on.
Good thinking, Viv. Let's just get the shit out of here.
Now, the question is, Steve, are you in the elevator or not?
Absolutely, yes.
Okay.
Actually, I think I pushed Steve out. Because I need a distraction for the crazed android so I can get away.
Love it.
And
I'm going to get that screwdriver and come after you.
And Vivian moves faster than Steve does.
I am very speedy, yes.
All right.
So as you start backing into the elevator, I just fucking give you a kick in the ass.
I didn't back in. I was just standing right there the whole time.
Oh, you shot out of the elevator?
Yeah.
So you just get pushed out of the elevator.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
It's just so much meaner.
You're like, no, just fucking throw you out of the elevator and just mosh the
I didn't have to go anywhere. You just pushed me out.
close button.
So the scene in front of you is upsetting Steve. Oh, gain a point of stress for getting pushed out of the elevator.
That's fair.
Yeah, you see a blood-covered former friend, you see a corpse on the ground, you see a robot poorly cleaning some doors. It's a bad scene. It's a bad scene.
Abby, stop Beryl. Please? I don't know. Does that work on you things?
I'm sorry. I need you to be more specific.
Beryl needs maintenance.
Okay. And the large robot goes over to you, Beryl. But Beryl, what do you do?
Okay, so it's telling me to take apart humans first and then robots second?
Humans or androids. Because you are afraid that everything is an android. This blocky robot is clearly not an android. So you're not immediately, like, you're going to need to take it apart to make sure it's not part of an android plot layer.
But that at the end of the hall, I had to be.
Okay, Beryl's gonna hold up the key card so that Abby can see it. Abby, please restrain Steve.
Understood.
I shouldn't have reminded him that character was in the scene.
Is that all you do? Is it now Steve's go?
Actually, Beryl is going to try and rush Steve. Ugh, damn it, that was a critical failure. I rolled a 55.
All right. Gain a point of stress.
Yep. Back up to 7.
This ain't my first rodeo, you steel bull.
Open fire?
Probably better than hitting him with my hatchet.
Yeah, probably, considering the armor.
All right, that was a successful shot.
Okay. In that case, roll your damage.
20.
Oof.
Okay. Beryl, you take 20 damage.
Ah, I take 13 damage.
Oh, it breaks the armor and it carries over.
Yeah.
Yes. So your armor is ripped apart and then you take 13 damage.
Yes.
Unfortunately, I believe you're still up, right?
Yes.
All right, Vivienne, you reach the top of the elevator shaft. Now, having heard more sounds of gunfire, the people there have all rushed up to you, except for the one android who's laying on the floor still, and said, "What is going on?"
It's time to evacuate. To the airlock, everyone.
I'm sorry, we can't abandon this facility.
Oh, yes, you can. And you absolutely should. Just go, please. For the love of gods, just go.
I'm sorry, is this the technician looks over and says, "I'm sorry, is this a situation where we need to institute the self-destruct?"
Flashback to a heart-to-heart conversation that the Steve had with Vivienne once. If survival is ever in peril, you make sure to blow me to kingdom come.
You can if you want to. I'm getting the fuck out of here. And I just speed to the airlock.
They are going to stand here and argue about whether they should institute the self-destruct and, not really know what to do as you just run.
Okay, there's an android on the floor.
Yeah.
Can I, as I take a short detour and as I'm running, just jab the scalpel into his head?
Just stab him as you're running? Sure. Just because you don't like this guy and he probably did something wrong here. He's clearly up to no good.
I'm not taking any chances.
Okay, all right. You're running straight to the ship.
Oh, yeah.
Other people are going to follow you. Meanwhile, back down below, the Abby robot is slowly moving towards you. Steve, it's not particularly fast. It's going to take one more round to get to you, but if it does get to you, it's bad. It's bad, is what it would be. Yeah.
Come on, elevator.
Oh, yeah. He goes back to elevator. The elevator will come in a round.
Perfect.
Oh my god.
Beryl, what do you do?
Second burst, same as the first, this time with advantage.
There you go.
And whack! Success! I rolled a 6.
Okay.
It was only 9 damage.
So then I take 2 and my armor's broken?
Yes.
Okay.
You are still holding the screwdriver in your hand, in one of your hands at least.
Yeah.
You need to be doing that,
Yeah.
just to be clear.
Oh, yeah.
Also, the Steve, by the way, you see that this android is holding a weird screwdriver in its hand.
It's not weird, it's Robertson. It's very efficient design.
It
Grips a screw like none other.
It's the Red Robertson, the most famous of all of the Robertsons.
Oh, I wondered where that screwdriver went. Anyway, shoot.
All right, take another shot. Robertson screws are commonplace in Canada, though they have been used in other countries. Christ, it was a Canada thing.
I know.
That's been the
That
shtick
is
the
another
whole
success.
night.
I don't know enough about screws. I thought that might have just been a different thing, but of course, it's Canada screws. Okay, I guess open fire on this guy.
I hit with an 18, and then I did 23 damage.
That's definitely going to be enough to reduce my health to 0. So, get a wound, my health goes back up, and then I make a wound roll. Headshot, death save.
Oh
Yeah,
my.
you need to make a death save or die. Wait, hold on. I make the death save.
Oh,
Oh.
Yeah. When you die, the warden makes a death save. So you're dead. He shot you in the head.
Okay.
Steve shot you in the head. So this is actually, because you rolled a 9 on that, yeah, your wounds are done. It doesn't matter.
so I don't get a death save even though it says make a death save?
No, okay, so a way a death save works is, it's not a death save to stay alive, sort of like D&D. Here's how a death save works. When you make a death save, the warden makes a death save by placing a D10 in a cup, shaking the cup, and placing it face down on the table. What we're going to do right now, because we're digitally, is I'm going to roll the die right here.
Yep.
It is sitting in front of me. On a 0, you are unconscious. On a 1 to 2, you are unconscious and dying. On a 3 to 4, you are comatose. On a 5 to 9, you are dying. To find out what happens, somebody needs to check your body. And when they do, they will get to know what number is on the die. This makes more sense when it is a friend. But because it is not a friend, this is not going to be as much of an issue. Unfortunately, you are destroyed. Or maybe you're unconscious. But for now, you are,
Grab that keycard and tell Abby to stop.
Oh, okay. Abby stops.
Okay, so remember when I said Barrel needed maintenance?
Yes.
I think he can belay that one.
Understood. Anything else you need me to do?
Clean up around here. It's a mess.
All right. They go and, start trying to put the door back onto the hinges.
Elevator comes. I am completely none the wiser about the screwdriver. Well, we did everything we came here for.
Everybody's running away to the ship. What do we see Vivienne doing?
That depends on who pilots the ship. Is there a crew? Do we have a crew?
No, it's just the 3 of you. It's mostly autopilot on the ships these days. At least
Oh,
these
sweet.
ships. Yeah.
Sweet, then I am in the comm chair, and I am basically unmooring.
Okay.
Oh, I know what our last shot is.
Okay.
All right, our ship speeds away from this station, which explodes behind us.
Wait, why did it explode?
We figured why not. Anyway, the station explodes, pelts our ship with debris. All of a sudden, we get a notification of a leak. We're losing air. I'll go check out the hole. And embedded in the hull is the screwdriver.
Oof.
Thanks for listening. This was a bit of a weird one because not only did Nathan's laptop explode, I was exceptionally busy, so I did not have the time to do music. Hope you can all forgive us, but if not, you're welcome to your money back. We played Mothership this time around, with Daniel as our GM, Damien as Beryl the android, Renee as Vivienne the space vet, and Russell as the Steve the veteran. Join us again in 2 weeks when we'll be back on track with Eternal Lies and Nathan. Our main theme is by Claire L.W., our album art is by Trinity the Teatime Witch, and we'll be doing a 24-hour stream at the end of April for Extra Life. Check out the Discord to stay posted. Again, thanks for listening, and until next time, in space, no one can hear you scream unless you leave your comms on. Don't leave your comms on.
The big bad guy was just a guy with a screwdriver, but the screwdriver was really the big problem there.
The real screwdriver was inside us all along.
Yeah.
Ew.
So, just out of curiosity, what did you roll for my death save?
I rolled an 8. You're dead.